Damn it. Ah! What's wrong, soldier?
It keeps jamming!
Don't you know you're supposed to use an AK in the desert? Ah! Ah! Clear! What's up, guys? Welcome back to Range Logic. And today we're going over some AKs. I hope you all enjoyed some of that intro B-roll. Today I have a little bit more of a modern one. This is the AK-103 from Kalashnikov USA. This is their 103 clone. So it's that full length barrel, but it still has that 90-degree gas system, and it has some of the other modern features like the scope mount and things like that. And then what do you got?
This is a Zastava clone, so nothing crazy, but just a durable rifle.
Yeah, I mean, so in the B-roll, you saw us doing a bunch of different stuff. We weren't shooting at any targets or anything. We were just kind of getting them dirty, getting some dust on them out here in the desert. It's
just trying to have fun.
Yeah, I've shot this at the gun range so many times, and it's like I feel like I'm not using it to its full potential.
It's a disservice to the AK.
Yeah, the AK is meant to be out here dirty. And the funny thing is in that opening, you had to see that I had to force malfunction on the AR because by no means is an AR not reliable in the desert. AR will work in the desert just fine.
That was just a joke. Relax.
But the AK is also just something else. Like all the gaps in it and everything, it just lends itself to being very difficult to jam in a dusty environment.
I think that's because obviously, people already know this, but it's because it's very loose fitting, and the dust and the dirt is able to get into the gun, sure, but it's also able to get out of the gun. Whereas like an AR, it's very tight fitting. If you get dust sometimes inside of that gun, it can
freeze it up. Yeah.
It's to me, an AK is kind of like the Glock of the rifle world. It's loose fitting, but that lends itself to its reliability.
Yeah, and there's just something about the looks of an AK. You can't really probably one of the most iconic rifles in the world is the AK and the AR-15, and it's hard to choose between them, to be honest. I remember years ago I was super big fan of AKs, and then in more recent history AKs aren't as popular, so I've since then gotten into ARs, and I very much respect ARs, and I've used them in the military and for work a lot. But I still love the way an AK shoots. Very soft shooting, very reliable, and it's just kind of a vibe, to be honest. And same thing with the original 47 style as well. Even a Zastava clone, it's just very traditional shooting. And the 103, there isn't too many upgrades, but the upgrades you do get are kind of just great. Overall improvements like the scope mount and stuff. You don't have to worry about getting additional parts and things like that. So it just depends, but I love them. I think we're gonna get into a couple more different shots here. We're gonna put some targets up and actually
run through some drills,
but
see who's faster.
Probably not that fast in AK. These triggers are a mile long.
I bet I'll beat him.
We'll see.
Let's go.
All right, so we're gonna do a couple of drills. It's just gonna be a beep 2 shots. So we'll see how we're doing with this.
Check it out.
So We got 4 in the A, 2 in the C, and 2 down there as well. Took me to get some, still warming up with the LPVO on 1X. It's just very odd coming up to that and seeing the eye relief on it. So still adjusting. All right, let's see how Dan does.
All right, doing the same thing as Steve, just gonna do some doubles, kind of see what time we get and how they feel. I think I whooped Steve's ass. So not too bad. This is Steve's target. So he had 3, 6, 9 out of the A zone there. He is working with the LPVO though, so that is a little different. My target here, I had 4 out of the A zone, obviously iron sights. So it is, I think, a little bit faster, more intuitive, but had some fast splits. I don't know the exact time, but I definitely feel like they were pretty quick. I was really trying to hammer down on that trigger, and it worked great. Like, I'm actually genuinely surprised about how fast I was able to run this gun. So it's awesome. All right, guys, so that kind of wraps up the video. Just something short and sweet. Kind of get the taste of an AK, kind of see what it's like.
Unfortunately, us recommending you go out and buy an AK is just kind of unfeasible.
Especially now with ammo.
With ammo and the state of the world, buying a US-made AK is pretty much impossible, and imports are outrageously overpriced. So it's with a very sad heart, I don't recommend you buy an AK. However, if you can find one and a good deal, and as long as it has a forged trunnion, that is the thing you'll hear the most. Everybody's like, "Oh, you need a forged trunnion AK." What that means is this part right here that's inside of the receiver, the part the bullet goes into, you need to make sure that's forged. The way you can tell is if it has machine marks on it or if it's just casted. Casted, you'll be able to, when you look in on it, you'll see a cast mark on it, a cast line. Casted trunnions are the AKs that detonate. The ones that you've heard infamous stories about where the AK blows up in a person's face, that's a casted trunnion. So if you can find a forged trunnion AK, this Sastava and this Kalashnikov USA both have forged trunnions, so that's what we recommend if you can find one. However, just be aware, finding ammo for these things is going to be difficult unless you know some people that have some 7.62 by 39 laying around.
It's almost more than 5.56. I mean, it's so to me currently, I would rather shoot the 5.56 because it is a little bit cheaper, but yeah. I do love the way it feels. Like, it just, something about shooting it, the recoil and like the little bit larger diameter round. Like, I love the recoil impulse. I love everything about it. I just hate how much it costs.
Yeah, and it's unfortunate, but that's the world we live in. So just keep that in mind whenever you're buying a weapon. Remember the running cost of it, right? Of what caliber you're running, but also remember what country you live in. If you live in America, it doesn't really make sense to buy an AK when every single other house in America has an AR-15. So if you're buying like a survival weapon or something like that, everybody has an AR.
Yeah. So, the end of the world happens, you're going to have 5.56 and 9mm.
And AR parts. You're not going to have an AK or AK ammo or AK parts. So just keep that in mind. These are durable guns. They will last you a lifetime. But keep those in mind.
It's always better to buy a gun that you can get ammo for and get training for versus just buying something because you think it looks cool. Buy something you actually can afford to shoot consistently and all the time.
Yeah, exactly. But with that, we hope you enjoyed the video. Remember to like, comment, subscribe.
Let me know what your favorite brand AK-47 is.
Yeah. Do you hate Klishnikov USA? Most people do, but I kind of like it. It's kind of nice before they went under.
Yeah, yeah.
But
And don't forget,
as always,
have a nice day.